Hair is the best accessory you can have because you can do so many things with it. You can put it up in a bun, or you can just put it in a hat, or straighten it, or curl it, or just do wind-blown craziness to your hair.
Yes, you can touch my hair. Yes, this is my real hair. No, I do not have extensions. No, I do not dye or curl it. Yes, I did win best hair in high school. So did my sister. Keeping it in the family.
I love touching other people's hair. It's like, I love, like if I'm with a guy and they're okay with me touching their hair, I'll probably touch it for the next half hour or an hour, possibly two, and just touch it and touch it, as creepy as that sounds.
Hair on your head. It can also be a hat.
Some people, like, they have like this really empowering moment where I'm gonna dye my hair and cut it off. I want to be a new person because I didn't like who I used to be. Just do it. YOLO.
Sometimes it gets in the way. Sometimes, you know, you're trying to be sweet, trying to whisper sweet nothings. You know, it takes you 5 minutes to get there because you gotta hack your way through it with a fucking machete through the jungle.
I, as a person, am about 40% hair, mostly on my head. Pretty good about shaving my person.
I went through the whole emo phase of, I really want to dye my hair a color. And so I obviously went to Hot Topic and got clip-in color things. It was like, yeah, I'll wear red today. Like clipped it in, I was like, I'm so cool.
I'm a little biased. I give girls time to do their hair. I don't get all antsy and shit when they're not ready with their hair because, total disclosure here, I've gone through that phase. For the longest time, and kind of still do, pull out the blow dryer and straighten my hair. And if it's not a hat day, I'm doing my hair. So I can't get angry if I'm waiting to go out the door and they're doing their hair, because I had my time in the bathroom. Just so happened to be before theirs. However, I will get mad when they start putting the makeups on because they just get too involved in that shit. If I can put on stage makeup and half the time that you get all ready for the day, you need to rethink your life and how long you need to take in the bathroom.
Don't fry your hair. Honestly, you shouldn't even dye your hair. It's your natural hair color. Keep it. Like, if you want to like try something new, maybe like do highlights or something, but don't full out bleach your hair and do blonde because you're like, oh, maybe I want to try that, but then regret it and then go back to red and then you destroy your hair. Like I did.
Good hair days make me feel like my life is in order. I feel like I'm doing something right.
I give myself an hour, and if I don't have something that's semi-decent after 50 minutes, I'm like, I'm gonna throw it up. And then it's like, do I have a headband, do I have a bow? Distraction is the key to your hair. Put a braid, put a bow, put color in it. Just do something to where you don't actually look at what it looks like.
I can't even put it in a ponytail for more than an hour before I have like a debilitating headache because it's so heavy.
I am partial to a little more post-hardcore music scene women, so the hair's like almost always 80s big and like black and then blonde underneath, and I don't do the pink and blue and shit, but you know, the black and blonde works good. Big 80s hair. Big 80s hair looks good on a lot of tattoos.
I like all kinds. Short hair, long hair, curly hair, straight hair. I like blondes though. Partial to blondes.
But if you do change up your hair, keep up with that shit because outgrown highlights aren't cute. But if you want highlights, do it. But be dedicated to them. And keep up with that shit.
Girls that wear their hair in the bun that's like in danger of falling in front of their face, that worries me because I don't understand where you have to be in your life for that to be the best choice. Maybe it's because if I did that, I would like have another head on top of my head because I have so much hair. That's a very real possibility. But it might also just be because I can't understand how that's comfortable or really useful, because then all the hairs at the back of your neck start falling out and then you have to put a bunch of pins in. Or you could have just had a normal place to put your bun where it makes sense in the world of physics and I don't know math, but I'm sure it's involved.
So right now it's growing out because I want that lovely mermaid hair so I can walk around topless without my nipples showing.
And then you can't have hair and really clean roommates because your hair gets everywhere, or you have this like awkward mouse dead thing at the end at the bottom of the sink, and that might scare them and you might not be friends anymore.
Other girls I know before prom, they'll get highlights, something, they'll dye their hair and they cry about it because they're like, I wanted it to be beautiful and it's just not. And just don't do, like, not even like maybe, I think the deadline should be like about a month in advance if you want to cut your hair for an event or a special day, because otherwise you're just gonna end up regretting it. At least you have a month to figure out what you want to do with your life before that, not the day before.
My roommate sheds hair, but it only comes to me. I don't understand. She'll shed and she'll take it off and she'll like throw it on the ground. But by her bed, which is on the opposite side of the room, but it always ends up at my bed.
It'll be at 12 at night and you're just kind of hanging out, playing with your hair. You put it up and you're like, this is the perfect bun. My hair looks amazing right now and I have nowhere to go. But then when you wake up in the morning and you try to do it again, it's just like, it looks like you have a Cinnabon on your head.
Don't do Justin Timberlake circa ramen noodle packets. That's the only bad hair choice that I could really think of that should never be recreated. Or denim suits, just don't. Denim suits are bad.
Let's talk about prom. How big was your date's hair when you went to prom? That's how old you know you were. Like, my date's hair was probably this big. Jeremy's date's hair was probably this big. These are the times. The further back you go, the bigger it gets. Until you hit like, you know, the 20s, and then you got the beehive hair. That was the 20s, right? Oh, no?
People that don't know my name, I'll know if they're trying to talk to me because it's just, hey, you with the hair.
Not exactly the best judge here, am I? It's okay, it's a choice. This is a choice. I don't care what anybody says, this is a choice.
So I had these pigtails and I was like, this one doesn't look right. So I took scissors and was like, nope, don't like it, boom, it's gone. And then that night I was like, took my hair down, I got this awkward like, and you're just like, well, I look ratchet and I'm 7 years old. Awesome.
Some girls want like a giant like change and they just like shave their head or something, like they get really, really short hair. And then they regret it and they're like, I miss my long hair. Well, then you should have thought about that before you did that. Think before you act, bitches.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Look at that. Oh God. You think that's attractive, ladies? Then shave them, because I don't want to see it either. I can't even look that far down at myself when I'm peeing. I don't want to see them. So then yours should be shaved too. Now, I will give them credit. It's cold in the winter, so you don't have to shave it all the damn time to dry out your skin, man.
A lot of people argue with me about my hair color, so that's why I usually say I don't know what my hair color is, because I'll say it's blonde and then someone will shit a brick and say it's brunette.
Gingers, it goes over the fact of just red hair. They're also really pale and freckly and they have like light eyes, and for some reason they're like less susceptible to like electrocution, but more susceptible to heat pain. That's a fact I learned once on the internet. It's a useful place to be. But anyway, those are the group of people who should not touch their hair. Because if you've seen like a blonde ginger, it ain't cute. It's not good. Don't do it. You're never gonna be able to wear clothes that don't clash. That's the other thing, those poor gingers. Why does everyone pick on them? They have so much trouble with clothes. So yeah, everyone stop making fun of them. They have it hard enough. And they're like dying off. I mean, this is a group of people who are dying off. Let them have it. They're magically delicious.
Shave that shit.
On your head.
You didn't specify.
Hair on your head.
Which one? Moist, pubic mound. Hairy clam. Fur burger.
You obviously have like the crier, one that gets super emotional and is like, oh, why am I this drunk? My boyfriend's over there, he's all over that girl, he's just looking at someone.
Well, there's two kinds of partying, I feel like. There's the partying where you're chilling with your friends, have some drinks, it's a good old time. You're drinking just because you can. You know, you're like, hey, let's watch TV and drink 10 beers. Or let's play video games and drink. And then you have the other kind of partying where the inner person comes out. And you have a couple of those. You have the creeper guy whose partying is just getting drunk in the corner and watching. You have the competitive ones who are like, I can drink more than you. And then you have the woo girls. Let me tell you about those girls. They're the ones who are like, woo, I just took a shot. Woo, party. Because no one knows a party's going on. They have to make sure they tell you that you're having a party. And those are the girls that are usually wearing not that many clothes, or clothes that you know they didn't think about that they're gonna have to take off drunk, and it's probably gonna be difficult.
You gotta be careful who you let in to your house, because once they're in your house, people are messy and people are stupid. And that's without alcohol or any other sort of recreational drug.
Parties are those places where like you see people in your classes and around campus, but you never speak to them when you're sober. But when you see them at parties, you're like, hey, I see you sometimes. And they're like, hey, give me a hug, we're best friends. Like that happens at every party.
I'm not all up for like all the rave kegger parties anymore. Partying is just hanging out with good people, having a good time, laughing, drinking, sometimes drinking a lot, most of the time drinking a lot.
As an RA, I don't party. Just kidding. But I did twerk once.
Let's go to a party. Why do you never want to go to a party?
Well, I'm gonna be that old fart there, and it's creepy being 23 in a room full of people who aren't legal. I mean, it's not creepy the fact that they aren't legal, but what's creepy is the fact that you could go to the bar and do your thing anywhere but there. You could do it legally. Why are you here hiding?
I really don't want to die because I went to your party and there were so many people in your basement that I suffocated from too much BO, Axe, and beer. That's not what I want in my obituary. I'm sorry.
The morning after a night of drinking, not fun. Especially if you can't handle your alcohol. Whew. You just lay in bed all day, drink your Gatorade, drink your water, do whatever. Cause yeah, that's not pretty.
I find this awkward medium of I look good, I'm comfy, and if I pass out, I will totally be okay sleeping in this. Or, you know, maybe you're gonna rip it off at the end of the night and you don't wanna ruin it. That's a good party outfit. If you puke on it, it's okay. It wasn't that valuable to you, but it made you look good. That's what you gotta plan when you party.
Don't drink and drive, and don't eat Taco Bell when you're really, really shitty drunk. Not good.
It was around like maybe 1 a.m. and these guys bring out this couch and start chanting USA, going USA, USA, and they burn the couch. Like, am I at a cult? What? Why? Why was that a thing? Why did you chant that? I'd been totally fine to just burn it, but no, you had to chant.
I'm gonna go to some parties because it's Halloween and I have an awesome costume. I am so gonna go out to parties and show off my costume, and it's gonna be a super fun time because it's Halloween, duh. And then I'm really lucky actually because I went to all these parties and every single one of the parties that I went to got busted within like 5 minutes of me leaving. I think the cops were following me because they know that I'm a loser. And if a party's really intense, I'm gonna leave. So they know that me leaving after less than an hour means that shit's going down in there, son, and you need to get in there and bust it.
Then there's like the guys, they get really aggressive and they're all like, I wanna fight someone, I wanna show my manliness. No, like keep your shirt on, don't punch no one, you're gonna ruin the party.
I invented scotch cake once. scotch.
Scope.
It was delicious. It was only because I couldn't keep the scotch in my mouth as I was trying to drink it while I was holding my birthday cake. And so it was getting all over the cake. So I was like, oh, look, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Scotch cake. Mmm. So then I poured it on every piece that I had after that. I ate a lot of pieces of cake that night.
We threw this huge party, and we had a kegger. We charged $5 at the door, like all you can drink, and we made $300 on like 1 keg. People just bought cups because they were so trashed by the time they got to our house, and they didn't, like they brought their own booze, but for some reason they decided they were still gonna buy cups. So we made $300, and we promptly got like robbed that night. So I'm beside myself with anger on that one.
Know what alcohol does to you before you go to the party though, because it could end really bad. Are you a crier? You need to know this, because people won't like you if that happens usually. Or you'll make a really good best friend and you'll pee in the bathroom together and you'll just have magical times and a beautiful friendship. You know, do you get really angry? Are you gonna sit there and call everyone on your phone and be like, bitch, you stole my pencil yesterday, I hate you? Call your boyfriend, your ex from 3 years ago and like, hey, remember when I wanted Wendy's and we went to Burger King instead? I fucking hate you.
I don't party as much as I used to, which is kind of sad, but then also like, yay for saving my liver. Yay.
I think my idea of partying my freshman year compared to now is a lot different, because I would just, it'd be 7 a.m. on a Friday morning, hey, what are we doing tonight? And it'd be like an all-day plan. And now it's like Friday night, hey, do you want to go out tonight? I don't know, want to come over and eat pizza first? Go over there. Maybe straighten my hair if I'm feeling pretty or not. Eat pizza, probably not brush my teeth.
I was a dragon a couple times. That was fun. You know, it's cold out and you can see your breath, so immediately, what are you? You're a dragon. I'm a dragon.
I just think I can just dance and I really can't. Well, sometimes I can. Other times I'm just like holding on to a wall, like, yeah, I can dance. As I fall over and land in someone's just spilled beer.
There's always that one girl, and we all know who she is. She's like, woo, yeah, I'm having a good time.
Partying in Marquette is also a crapshoot in the winter. It ends like, there's all these ragers the first couple of weeks back from school, the first semester, not even halfway into the first semester, they just stop because, I don't know, people run out of ideas or it gets too cold and, yep, nobody wants to walk to a party because these freshmen have nowhere to park.
Don't do it too much, because then you start to get a reputation if you, like it could be either good or bad, like yeah, that girl's like awesome party with her, oh shit, she's here, run.
You like go and have breakfast with all the people that you saw the night before and you just like debrief. You're just like, that happened to me, that happened to you, this was hysterical. This part, let's not do that ever again.
Even from when I was a freshman is different now. Now kids like go out and they go to the Masonic Temple like rave shit. And they're all on Molly and crap, and it's like, good God, man, just go cheap. Why do you need to be on Molly? Like, give me a beer and a broad and I'll dance all night.
I believe that I was a potato chip. This is a true story, I shit you not. I believe that I was a potato chip. And I spent the entire night then in the corner screaming at people if they came within 5 feet of me, because I was afraid that they would step on me or eat me or break me off and dip me into French onion dip, which I'm not a fan of French onion dip, so of course I did not want to be dipped in French onion dip. This went on for hours until finally they got me to calm down and go to bed. Needless to say, I did not ever do acid again.
You have to have like a balance with it. You have to like, amount you party with and like amount of like schoolwork, because otherwise it's too much of one thing and you're like, oh, I want to party, but otherwise it's like, well, I'm failing a class. Like that's not good. It's not a good thing to do.
There's freshmen everywhere. You know, they're so excited about life, and they're so excited that they're doing something so wrong because they're 18 and they're drinking, and now it's just like, You're drinking shit vodka right now, and you're gonna probably end up puking and crying in your sweet mate's bathroom tonight. And then when you're done with that, you're probably gonna text that guy you met like around 8 o'clock, and then whether he's weird or not, you're gonna go over and watch a movie. That's a typical Friday night of a freshman.
It's a great way to meet friends. You don't always have to drink at parties either. You can just be sober and, I mean, I don't have to drink to have fun. I'm a pretty fun person in general.
Everybody needs to experience a really bad party, and everybody needs to experience some really good parties, because that is just a metaphor for the ups and downs of life, but college kids and solo cups.